Welcome to Jan's Views, a place where I share my views and listen to yours. Whether you are here for my artwork, live streams, shorts, or just for the giggles, please be assured I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope that you will enjoy your time here on my channel. I would be eternally grateful if you would give a like to the video, consider subscribing and, dare I ask, even become a member. So without further ado, let's do this.
Hello and welcome to Drama Friday. Drama Friday. We made it. We made it to another Drama Friday. How the hell are you? I hope you're all well. I hope you've had a good week. I hope you've kept warm. I certainly have. So much going on out there, guys. And we have Edna. We have Edna, my... What is it? I was going to say my sturdy steed. That's not really the right way to call you, Edna. So let me put this up and you can come on up and we can chat. We've got so much to go over, girly. It's ridiculous, but I am quite organised. So, yeah, just for a change. Drama Friday! It's Drama Friday! Yeah, it is. So let's put you on there and get you up here. So, well, we're kind of spoilt for choice, aren't we? As far as drama's concerned, I've decided on what I'm going to go over. Quite a bit of breaking news going on. So, yeah, there should be something for everybody. So we'll just have to get on with it. But first, we're going to invite up my co-host, Edna. Hi, darling. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing well. Hello. How are you?
So have you been lurking?
I have.
Yeah.
I've been working a lot this week, so I missed a lot.
Yeah.
But I think I know a bit of what's going on.
Yeah, because you're not on Twitter, are you?
Not at all. I'm scared, Jan. That place is dark. Listen, the last time I was on Twitter, there was a young woman in my area, in my same city, who mentioned like unaliving herself
Oh my
on
God.
Twitter. Yes.
Oh my God.
I was just like, wow, it gets really dark over here. So I
Yeah.
said, no, thank you.
I think maybe you were just a bit unlucky on that day because I've never seen that. I've never seen anything like that. But I think a
But
lot of it depends on who
I've heard
you
you get
follow.
down on Twitter.
Yeah, you can, and I certainly do. And a lot of YouTubers sort of use Twitter to sort of carry on what they're doing online. Really, I mean, I do post up the videos that I've done, and maybe converse with a few people on there. But yeah, it's quite an interesting place. But yeah, it can get a little bit dark, as you say. But you know what, though? We have
Right.
got, it's surprising. Surprising. Oh, God, me, I'm so full of crap. We have got some breaking news. So let's start with the first bit of breaking news, Edna. It's just amazing. And the first breaking news we have is of Amberlynn Reid going to the laundrette.
Yes.
She
Yeah, that
went
was
to the
creepy.
laundrette, and somebody, I think you guys call it the laundrette. No, what do you call it? The
The
launder.
laundromat. The
Oh,
laundromat.
yeah. I don't know where you get the mat from. But yeah, so
Jen, listen, that's just how we. No, I'm just kidding. The laundromat.
yeah, we call it a laundrette. And we're
Okay.
English. And you're speaking what language? What language are you speaking?
American.
Yeah, so anyway, she went to the laundrette. And what I mean, it's not a very clear picture, but if you look to the center and then up a bit and
It's
then to the left,
undeniable.
it's not a great picture I put up there, but she was in the laundrette in all her glory, guys. And yeah, somebody took a picture of her, and yeah, it's funny because you hear so many varying stories on it. You hear some people that say, well, actually, she has said that she doesn't mind. If you see her out and about, she wants you to come over and say hi. So, okay. I then heard that somebody had had said something on Twitter and said, well, actually, yeah, that was me. And I do suffer with social anxiety. So I didn't want to, come over and talk to you. I don't know. I don't know how true that is. What did you hear about it, Edna?
I heard that she's like, yeah, a picture from afar is okay. You don't have to say anything X, Y, and Z. I didn't hear that she said come up and say hi, but also it wasn't just that the person took a picture from afar. They took a video from like very close by, like they kind of scooted near her and they were filming. That's what I heard. Hey, Zerkathon.
I thought it was quite funny.
You said it was Jen, that is creepy. Honestly though, I'm not surprised. Like a woman of her size around
Mhm.
town, I'm sure
Yeah,
that
I hope
everybody
uh,
knows, you know.
yeah.
So I'm surprised we don't see more outings and sightings of her. But it doesn't make it okay. Like people shouldn't be like taking pictures of her and posting it of just like hanging out. You know what I mean? Like this isn't okay.
So you're of the mind that, it's not right for people to take pictures of a public person in a public setting and put it on a public um
It is Amber Lynn Reed. This is not Britney Spears. It's weird though, Jen, when you think about celebrity culture and how we treat public figures, it is creepy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to think how I'd feel if somebody took a picture of me, and
I'll
you
be
know,
mad. I'd
the
be upset.
thing is, we all like to look our best, right? So, I think if somebody took a picture of me running down to my local shop where I haven't bothered doing my face, I'm like, oh, I'm not, I've just got me sort of grotty clothes on. Not that I wear grotty clothes,
Mhm.
but you know what I mean? If I wasn't dressed up and I found out that somebody taken a picture and then put it up on social media, I guess I wouldn't be over the moon about it. But
No.
then I think people just make a big deal out of nothing, you know?
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know. I'm the kind of person where like, do I care? No. I
yeah,
don't think any less of ALR or anything like that. Of course not.
yeah.
But am I kind of like excited to see it? Yeah. You know?
Yeah. I remember seeing that picture of Foodie walking down the street.
Yeah, the little video. You know what's funny? Because she's like, "Oh, I'm this body positive, like I'm here
I
taking up space,"
know.
and she's not taking up space. She's scooching down, trying to be dainty girl,
I
and
think
it's okay. It's just funny how she presents herself
I
and how.
I think it's down to, it is a bit down to manners. And, I remember seeing somebody a couple of years ago in one of the towns that I go shopping in. And it was somebody quite high profile who appears in one of our soaps. And
Mhm.
uh, I didn't even say hi to her because she was in a rush. You could tell she was in a rush, and the last thing she wants is somebody saying, "Oh, hi, I really enjoyed seeing you on EastEnders." So I
Yeah,
didn't bother sort of saying anything, and it
yeah,
didn't even occur to me to sort of take a picture of her and then
yeah.
put it up and say, "Oh, look who I saw in St Albans." Do you know what I mean? I just
Right.
wouldn't. Yeah, it's
Well,
not the
some
sort
people
of
they
thing
don't
I would
see
do.
that. Yeah, they don't see somebody who, for whatever reason, it's not the time or place to do X, Y, and Z. They just see their favorite person or or somebody that they think of as a character, and
Mhm.
they're like, oh, it would be nice to X, Y, and Z. They're not thinking of them as a person and having their own wants and needs or what have you. That's what's
Yeah,
so
I
interesting.
know. I think you have to treat people with respect, whether they're public figures or not. There's a certain, I don't know, I mean, there's just a certain thing, certain code, if you like, that
Mhm.
you sort of adhere to. I mean, I've been in TV studios many times and met, many celebrities, and I just wouldn't dream of taking their picture and then putting it on my Twitter or putting it on my Instagram. I just wouldn't do it. There's a certain code, I think. Now, is that code applicable to YouTubers? I guess that's the question.
I think to a certain extent it used to, and I think it was almost the opposite. Whereas you had certain celebrities where you couldn't imagine them, like somebody like Oprah, where something like she said the last time she was inside of a bank was like 20 years ago, or like I don't know. You hear certain celebrities talk about Walmart, and it's like they have some weird concept of it being a place where you can purchase items, but they don't really know what a Walmart is. Like that kind of craziness. So
Mhm.
in that regard, yes, but hold on, I lost track of what I was saying. Sorry.
I was saying, like, what if it's a YouTuber, would that be the same? I mean,
Oh
because
yeah.
really,
So
They're not
I
in the
think there
same
were some.
category, are they?
No, I think there were some YouTubers that got on that level to where when they left the house, it was like an event. They were like hounded by the paparazzi. That's what I was saying. Somebody like Oprah, blah blah blah. I think when they step out the front door, they're expecting to be photographed and to be asked for autographs and to be pitched and all that kind of stuff. You have certain
Mhm,
celebrities
mhm.
that's just kind of an assumption.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, obviously, there are some absolutely huge YouTubers that you could maybe call
What
celebrities.
was her name? Latoya Forever. She had like a whole reality TV show going with like her and her friends and her husband, baby daddy at the time. And she ended up on reality TV for real.
Yeah, some
So
of them do.
yeah, and I mean I don't know everybody. And of course but I mean like it's Zoe or yeah, is the guy Zoe or Zoe on here where he talks about celebrity, but it's like young celebrity gossip,
Mhm.
and
I still feel that, some of them, especially, the ones like, in girl world, I mean, goodness sake, I
mhm,
mean, if I lived in the same town as one of them and I saw them out there waddling, I'd probably take pictures of them, because,
yeah, I've gotten
they
pictures
they
from
put
somebody who
themselves out
lives.
there.
Yeah, well, the thing is, it is kind of funny where, like, if I think the thing is with Girl World is how many people really know who the characters in Girl World are, and are gonna think it's funny or find him, funny for whatever reason that they're like kind of out of the element in a Walmart or walking down the street or whatever. Not many people. So
Mhm.
I think that's what makes it funny.
Yeah, and I think also, I mean, I watch, Karina Kaboom, and, she's actually done a couple of, videos about it, and I stand by what she said really, and that was that, it's just something made out of nothing really, um,
Hmm.
and that, people do have their pictures taken, uh um, all the time. I mean, you can't guarantee if you're on if you're on a day out or something and there's somebody taking pictures or taking videos, you can't guarantee that you're not gonna be in one of those videos. So, I mean, what do you do? I mean, does there have to be like a whole sort of worldwide ban on,
Well,
people sort of taking videos? No, I mean, I
I
think
think it's
that's
an
just one of the
assumption.
consequences. I think
Yeah,
it's just
where
one
I
of the
am,
consequences.
yeah, because where I am, there's police cameras all up and down the street. And if there's any kind of business, they have security cameras going on. So
Exactly.
I think I don't know. I don't think at this point with everybody having a camera on their phone and everybody having a phone
Mhm,
that there should be nothing but the assumption that you're in public, you can be filmed and photographed.
mhm. I don't know who this Charlotte Crosby is. Who is she?
Charlotte Crosby.
I've never heard of her, but if I see her, I'll get an autograph for you. Do you know people don't really give autographs anymore, do they? I don't know.
I
I've
would
never
think
been
post COVID they wouldn't.
Yeah, I've never been somebody that's collected autographs.
Mhm. When I
Yeah,
was a child, I remember it was the thing, especially like going to Disney World. You would have your autograph book. You collect all the characters' autographs.
yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, I think I did once as a kid, but I mean, mine would be I'd probably want footballers,
Oh, okay.
when I was younger because I was heavily into football.
Hmm.
Yeah, exactly, they take selfies now. That's it. And I've got a few sort of celeb selfies. I've got one with Russell Brand.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
I think I got one with Jermaine Jackson once. I got one with Rob Rinder. I've got a few. And that's what I think they expect nowadays. I don't know if they'd
Yeah,
know what to do if you walked up with them, if you walked up to them with a pad and said, "Can you sign your name here?" I don't think
it's
they'd know
so
what to
funny.
do. I know, it's weird, isn't it? So, yeah, it's to be honest, as far as, Anne Boleyn being caught in a laundrette, it's no big deal. Sorry, but no big deal. Um, okay. Oh, it's a he. Who? Charlotte Crosby is a he? Can't be. Um, oh, on Geordie Shore. I don't watch that. I don't watch that, so that's probably why I don't know them. Um, oh,
Oh,
Russell
Russell
Brand.
Brand.
Yeah, he's an Essex boy. Yeah, he's an Essex boy, all right. He's all right. He's actually well, I say he's all right. He was all right when I
I was
met him.
gonna say I can't keep up because it's like in one period he's kind of eccentric, but we all like him. It's excusable. The other part is like, oh no,
Yeah.
he's gone too far, and then everybody's forgiving him again. And now I feel like he's out of sorts with the public.
Well, I think he is because I think he's been a bit of a naughty boy. Um, but yeah, and if he has, then he should be held accountable. I'm a firm believer in that. You can't use your celebrity to have your wicked way, and that's what seems to have been happening with him. So yeah, he's a bit
You know
naughty.
what's crazy, Jan? All this time we think we're so developed in year 2024, right? And we're
Hmm.
still figuring stuff out. So it's like we're reinventing the wheel as the time goes on. I'm like, I'm too young or too old. I don't know how you picture it, but it's just like I feel like we shouldn't be finding anything out new at this point with my generation. It, we should have it settled by now, and we're not. Because I feel like I've heard Russell talk about certain things in his life where I'm like, we shouldn't really be figuring this out. Like when he's talking
Hmm.
about his spirituality or his mental issues and how it's in flux.
I
Have you
think
heard
I think
anything
he
like
has
that?
got I think he has got a lot of issues, but I think you find that, many people that are in the public eye do have issues, and that's one of the reasons they're in the public eye. Because
Yeah,
they're different to the norm, and they're
right.
good performers, and that's what makes them different to other people, if you like. Um, and there's so many of them that suffer with mental illness, because that is the way they are, and people mock people mock people with mental illness, but
Yeah.
in actuality, uh, people that are mentally ill, as they say, are usually the most
Mm-hmm.
creative people. So I would never knock people for their mental illness, as long as they don't use it to commit crimes. Obviously, some of the and that that mental illness is such a huge banner, and and there's so many different parts of it that can be seen as really problematic, especially when it's teamed with criminality, you know
Mm-hmm.
um because I would say most murderers are psychotic, because they don't have that sort of connection with other human beings. So to do away with a human being means nothing to them. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah. That's another story. That's another story to go on. Anyway, let's say nowadays mental illness is definitely more understood and accepted. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, and so it should be, you know. Um, okay, psychopaths are born and sociopaths are made. That's quite an interesting statement. Do I agree with that? Yeah, I think so. I think psychopathy is something that somebody is born with, and if you if you look at the childhood of some of these psychopaths, you can see that they struggled when they were children. It's a fact, is it? Yeah, I believe you. I believe you. So what makes a sociopath, Capone? What makes them? Is it um their environment? Is it a sort of environmental thing for sociopaths? Paths? Whereas psychopaths, it's more about the psyche, isn't it? So we've gone way off track here, way off track. And we've only got Capone chatting. We've got lurkers, but we've got nobody chatting.
Hmm.
It
Looks
could
like
be,
we're scooping down Wednesday.
yeah,
Wellness Wednesday way.
yeah. It could be anything, upbringing, environment, anything. Yeah, that's what I meant. So that's what makes a sociopath. Yeah, I do
Hmm.
believe though that psychopaths is something entirely different. That's to do with the brain, isn't it? That's more about your psyche. So anyway, let's move on from there because we've got lots to talk about. And we don't want to get lost on mental health. Although I know it on on my channel we do seem to talk about that quite a lot, but I don't mind that at all. But
Mm-mm.
guys, we do have some more of this, guys. Sorry. Well, this time we have this to discuss. And again, it's somebody in the girl world, well, if you like. Zachary Michaels. I didn't know if it was Zachary Michael or Zachary Michaels.
No,
Con-
that could my Jen, you know your mama be messing up everybody's name.
yeah, but I don't know if it's Zachary Michaels or Zachary Michael, but it doesn't really
It's
matter.
singular. It's a singular, not plural.
Oh well, never mind. Nobody cares. Yeah, so he calls out Yo Mama for his treatment of women. What do we think of
Mm.
that? And also, he called him fat phobic.
Yo,
And
mama?
oh yeah, he called him
Okay.
fat phobic. And he also said that Yo Mama attacks women for the way they look. So let's discuss that.
Hmm.
What do we think? Do you want to go first, Missy?
Well, I think Mr. Zachary Michaels feels some kind of way because your mama has called him out a time or two. So I think he might be reaching a little bit because I think we can criticize your mama for a lot of things. I mean, he had like 20 emergencies in 7 days. He was giving Timber a run for her money with the emergencies. But seriously though, I don't think no. I think he's putting them like 20 on 10 there.
What do I think? I don't know if he's fat phobic. I just feel that he does. I don't like the way he talks about women, and I've said that in the past. I've said that I don't like the way that he talks about FFG, and it's not just because of what she's done. It's he does talk badly on women and how they look. And I think that he just needs to be very careful. And it's something that I've noticed a long time ago.
Yeah.
And it's not a good thing
Do
to
you
do. It's
do you think it's more than just the nature of being a reactor in girl world? Like, do you think he does extra or does more than necessary or to be expected?
yeah. Yes, I do. I do. But
Oh, okay.
I pressed on here and I shouldn't have done really. I should answer what you said. So do I think he does more than what? Sorry?
Oh, okay. I got confused. Um, I was saying, do you think he does more than is necessary as a girl world reactor?
Yes.
Okay.
Because one thing is that, it's all well and good reacting to other people, okay? But
Mm-hmm.
if you're just reacting to the way they look and comparing them their size and saying, "Oh, look, you're just as big as that one and this and that and that, and that's why you don't come up." Um, that to me is a very weak argument. Come with something that's more substantial, like the things that she's saying and not necessarily how she looks. And I think, if we're talking about FFG, I think he has gone way over the top in the way he's spoken about her, for sure, definitely. That's one of the reasons why I sort of backed away from him. And I didn't keep my mouth shut. I've got a big mouth and I will speak on it. And I did say, I don't like the way he comes for FFG, not because I'm a fan of FFG, but because at the end of the day, she's a mother. No, she isn't. She's a woman and he's a man, and it may be old fashioned, but don't keep going on about how she looks. She can't help the way she looks, and the way she looks shouldn't have any credence on her as a reaction channel. And I
Well, I
think there's
think that's his.
like,
Sorry.
well, I just think there's people like YOMAMA who do just focus on that, and I think that's unfair. And it's not just YOMAMA, it's not just FFG he's done it to. If you think about anybody else that he's spoken about who has who reacts to foodie, one of the main things he comes for is what they look like. And that's not right. I don't like that. Definitely not. I mean,
But I
he
think
came.
that's part of the point. That's like what part of his message is that they're being superficial in their critique of foodie because that's what they do to foodie. So in him pointing it out, of like their hypocrisy, he's being hypocritical.
Yeah, but you can't. No, I don't think he's doing that. You can't call somebody a hypocrite because they're big and they're critiquing another big person. There's nothing hypocritical about that. The hypocrisy comes from, if, say, they are saying, well, I don't know why she's saying she's going on a diet when she obviously isn't, and then saying that, well, and if that creator then said, "Oh, well, I'm going on a diet and I'll show her," do you know what I mean? It's different. You can't, saying that they're hypocrites, calling out people's hypocrisy is wrong if they're not doing the same thing. Do you see what I
Hmm.
mean? Hypocrisy, or looking at the hypocrisy of somebody, is of their behavior, not of how they look. Does that make
Right,
sense?
but the behavior is critiquing how they look.
Uh, Yes, but then that's not the whole thing, though. I mean, people like, I mean, he came for milk tea, and what was the first thing he said about milk tea? Do you remember? He came out, oh, she's trash, she's this, she's that, and she's
Listen,
the
I'm not
least
saying that
trashiest
the man is
person.
untouchable, that he doesn't make mistakes. We all know that he does. But I think
That's
that
not a
his
mistake.
overall,
Yeah, but Edna, that's not a mistake. That's coming for somebody that shouldn't have been called trash. And he had no, and then to come for her looks as well. And it's also like when he first used to come for, what's her name? The one with the deep voice. No, Madness. When he came
yeah.
from Yo Madness.
And
Yo
you
Madness.
call her Hulk Hogan? Oh Lord.
But it's all about the looks, and that's not fair. And I think, yeah, I just don't think that's fair. So I'm now going to look at chat and see what they've said.
Okay.
Hi Barley,
Hey
how are you?
Bally.
Um, not true. He does occasionally comment on women's appearance, which I do not like coming from a man, but he's definitely respectful of women. Um, I used to believe that, Capone. I'm not sure I believe it now. I don't. Because I mean, like he's come for me and Bridge, and
Mm-hmm.
and he's shown absolutely no respect for us whatsoever, even when he's come up on panel. So that tells me that he doesn't have respect for women.
But I
Um,
think is that necessarily no respect for women in general, or just no respect for a woman that he, quote unquote, beefing.
I don't know. I mean, there's certain ways you act. There's certain ways that you act online, and if you're invited on someone's panel, which he was, uh the least you can do is say hello. That's it. You just greet somebody, and he didn't. And to me that showed bad manners, um
Okay.
and also disrespect. I don't care whose channel I've been on. I've always shown respect to the host, and also to whoever, the guests. That's just what you do. Now, would he have acted the same way had we have been two men? Probably. So, I mean, that doesn't mean that, he's a woman hater, but it does mean that he's got no respect. He showed no respect that day.
Okay.
So yeah, in my opinion, he is disrespectful. He's very disrespectful. And we were two women, so yeah, disrespectful to women. Barley says, not true. He has said he had bigger girls before, but he appreciates the face. He likes Jessica. She's not small. Yeah, maybe he does. Maybe he does. Who knows? I think
But there's
uh
levels to the
there's
obesity. I think
levels of
you have,
big. Yeah,
yeah, you have like your overweight, you have your obese, you have your morbidly obese.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly. There's
Yeah.
been a bit plump, and then there's been a bit bigger than plump, but I doubt very much. Well, I can't speak for him. I would be very surprised if YOMAMA likes morbidly obese women. I'll put it that way. Their behavior is them critiquing somebody for their appearance when they themselves look just as bad. Yeah, I know that point. I do understand that, but I don't agree with it. I still don't agree with it. It's like saying, well, I'm black, so I can't critique somebody. I'd be hypocritical if I then started critiquing somebody else who is black. It doesn't make sense to me.
Well, Jan is It's February. It's Black History Month.
Yeah, well, we're all safe now, aren't we? This month, we're all right.
We
No one,
better be.
no one, no one could have a go at us this month. If I criticise their appearance, uh, no, see, I don't get that. You see, I wouldn't criticize somebody's appearance. It's not really, I don't think it's about that. And the thing is, um, yeah, that's true. He did. He did. He was very disrespectful that day. Absolutely. Um, oh, I've lost it now. Um, right, if you critiqued their
You remind
appearance.
me of one of my calls earlier today. This person would not. Oh my! It was just. I'm not gonna say it because you might take it the wrong way. But it was.
No, they went on and
call.
on and on. I know. My kids tell me that. My kids tell me that. Mother, will you ever get to the point? And I'm like, no. I don't. It just takes me ages. And then I run out of steam. And then by the time I've got there, it means nothing anyway. Bloody the
It's a journey, right?
brother. I know. It's a long journey. It was around the hills. Over the hills and far away it was. And then when I get to the the story, it's just worthless and pointless. I know. So I think, your mama being your mama, perhaps he doesn't really understand what hypocritical means. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, I
Sala, where
think
you at? We need more hypocrisy lessons.
who?
Sala, he was the one that was teaching us about
Oh
hypocrisy.
God, I know. He was saying hypocrisy and he didn't even know what it meant, did he? But I just find it
We need
hilarious.
bridge. Sorry.
It's all right. You just carry on, love. I just find it hilarious how deluded he is because I saw something on Twitter and he'd sort of said it was like he was shocked. He was shocked that somebody could say something negative about him, and I think it's because he's got such a high opinion of himself. He
Really?
just doesn't understand that, people, "What? He said that about me?" Because I think, when he says he's the king of girl world, I think he actually thinks he is. He really does
Oh, you're
believe
talking about
he
your
is.
mama. Okay.
Yeah, who else could we be talking about, darling? Yeah, he does think quite highly of himself. He does. Bless
Well,
him.
the thing is, he thinks, because what's her name? ALR, Amber.
Yeah.
She dubbed him the king, which is so funny because Amber
Oh,
thinks
did
so
she?
highly of herself. Yes, that's what
Mhm.
he said.
Well, he's been knocked off the top spot. And I
By
think
who?
it's quite interesting to sort of see how he's actually, I don't think he's taken seriously. I don't think he's taken seriously by the other reactors. And I think that's probably to do with his presentation. I mean, I dip in and out sometimes, but I struggle with it now because I see it from a different point of view now. And I really sort of struggle with the presentation of it, the manic laughter
Okay.
and the
I
repetition.
don't know, Jen. I think people watch. I think they might not be as vocal, but I think everybody's watching, and he's an entertainer. So it's like either you love to hate him or you hate to love him.
Mhm. Well, I don't go out to hate anybody, and I certainly
I
don't,
mean, I'm not
hate Yo
actual hate,
Mama.
but
but
Yeah.
I do actually, he amuses me, if I put it that way. He amuses me, and a lot of the time I'm amused by his reaction to things. And it's
Yeah.
like, you know, because as you can see at the top here, that's his tweet there, and he's put, "Did Mr. Ambercon himself just call me fat phobic?"
Like
Like,
what in
what
the
the
actual
actual
who?
earth? I know.
You know
It's
what? I
like,
thought him and Shakira going back, like with their little back and forth, was so funny and cute. Did you see
were they
it?
going backwards and forward? I didn't know.
Yeah, because he, first of all, he kept calling her Chica. He called her trans at first.
Oh, he called her trans.
Yeah, her name is Chikara Transformation.
Oh,
So he only
God.
got out trans. And then for the second stream, he called her Chica.
Oh, my God.
It's like we're at one of these points we'll get there. But it was just so funny because she didn't take any, he didn't mean any offense to it. It was just funny. It's just like when he calling milk tea, milk and tea. It's just
Yeah, he never gets it right, does he?
yeah,
Ever.
that's all, yeah. But it
Yeah.
was and then her response to it was just really good. Like I like her. It's just I don't know, there's something about like usually what she's talking about, it just isn't as interesting to me. But her going back, kind of what's the word, addressing or responding to Yo Mama was funny.
Oh, I missed it. I missed it.
Yeah.
I know that she said something because it was on Twitter, but I didn't bother watching the video about it. But I'm sure he felt quite pleased with himself that, because she's quite big, isn't she?
Oh, I
On
remember.
YouTube.
Yeah. So, she's a bodybuilder. She competes and everything. And
Oh, does she?
FFG made her comment about being ripped, or she said the word ripped in reference to her forearm. And Your Mama lost his hat. So he called in Chica to give her input on
Yeah.
FFG's ripness. And she responded. So it was great.
Oh, God. Right. Well, we're going to have an early break tonight because I need to go and get another drink. And we're going to come back to some more very exciting news, guys. It's there. So if you want to go on silent,
Get us trans.
and
Oh,
we're
sorry.
going to have a 2-minute break, and then we'll be back, guys. So see you very soon. And we're back in the room. I hope you're all refreshed. I've been to the kitchen. I've poured myself another glass of
Woo!
Pepsi. Pepsi time. Because that's how I
No Coke
roll.
today.
Is your microphone all right there? I lost you.
Yeah, I said no Coke today.
Yeah, it's Coke, but it's Pepsi. I prefer Pepsi.
Oh, okay.
So, anyway, we've got some more of this, guys.
Breaking news.
Ah, we've got some more breaking news. And the breaking news is that the hustler takes his lawyer to Twitch.
Okay, so I heard a little bit.
Oh, Lord. It's like unbelievable. I don't know what your lawyers are like in America, but over here, that would never, ever happen. Ever. I have to say before we carry on that this wonderful picture here on the left of the hustler
I'm offended.
is from Welfare Wig, who is on Twitter, and I just think it encapsulates everything about the hustler. It's hilarious, unlike him. But the actual picture is just wonderful. I love it. So anyway, let's get on to this breaking news. I feel that he is risking his lawyer's job by having him on his Twitch channel. I really believe that. It just seems absurd to me. It just, I mean, what do you think, Edna?
Yeah, it does. How do I put it? It seems kind of frivolous, to be
It
honest.
seems what?
Frivolous. It seems like it's not really of stance of substance.
No. What, the
I
lawyer
mean,
isn't?
right. I mean, I get how it's gotten to a place where some really bad things were spoken about or were alleged. But if there's no proof years later, like I don't understand why you just can't just let it go. Like, like why does it need to go to the court, to a lawsuit?
But what do you feel about the lawyer actually going on to Huss's Twitch stream to discuss this situation? What do you feel about that?
I don't really hear I didn't really hear anything. I wasn't there for the lawyer. So I don't know. It just seems like it's hard to respect a lawyer that would I don't it's interesting because I know that we have lawyers, we have professional people in girl world. But it's hard to take a lawyer that would have anything to do with girl world seriously.
Yeah,
But
I
I mean
agree.
it happens. So it's interesting. Because it's like I can't blame them. Because at the end of the day, it's silly, but these are real grievances, right? Hussy's really upset about the allegations of him being a predator and X, Y, and Z. So, so I don't want to dismiss it as completely frivolous because I do understand that it does mean it's important. It's just that I don't know, like I wouldn't I guess I wish my life was at such a place to where I could play around on the internet with lawsuits. You know what I mean? Like never would I have the energy or the whatever to do it. That's all.
Well, I guess, we're sort of looking at it from slightly different positions. I'm at first, looking at it from the perspective of whether it's professionally correct for a lawyer to go on to one of his clients' not YouTube channels, well, it doesn't matter.
Twitter or Twitch.
Yeah, whether that is professionally correct. In my opinion, it's not. It's like you said, it's very difficult to take somebody seriously if they are up, on somebody's channel, and dare I say, somebody like HUSSY. I mean, we've got to be honest here and look at the person. We're talking about HUSSY, okay? Now, for a lawyer lawyers back anybody, they back anyone that puts money in their pockets, okay? They're known liars. That's why they're lawyers, that's why they're defense lawyers. I mean, I'm all surprised that, people that have been known killers can have defense lawyers. And that's because, they're good at lying. So, but I just feel in the professional sense, I think it was wrong. I think it was very wrong. Let's see. It's saying, it's not very professional. Also, I don't know what the issue at hand is. The issue at hand is a continuous argument that Hussy's been having with Tragic and the bodega. That's what it is. And I just could not believe that this lawyer would go onto his Twitch channel. I'm like, what? It's just, I don't know. It just seems insane to me. So
yeah, it's just interesting. Like, it's not something that I would want to voluntarily entangle myself with.
You wouldn't if you were working, as a professional, especially in law. That's the worst thing that you can do. I mean, isn't there a rule that they're not allowed to? Somebody put it up on Twitter. I'm sure they did, of some of the rules that lawyers have to abide by, and one of the things is they're not allowed to get involved in a client's social media.
Oh, I haven't heard anything like that.
Yeah. So if you can, I don't know where I saw it, otherwise I'd go and find it now. But I mean, if it does go to court, I think Tragic and his his people on his side would definitely have a point about this lawyer getting involved in the social side of it. I mean, it's just.
But what is the lawyer doing? Like, what damages is the lawyer causing?
Well, he had a conversation with Tragic. Right. So as Capone said, what did I think of the phone call with the sock puppet? Did you hear it, Edna?
I saw a little bit about it. I didn't really understand what was going on. Like, all of this was background noise while I was working. So I don't really know what was the sock puppet about.
Right, okay, let me get this up. All right, just bear with me 1 second.
Okay.
I didn't like the sock puppet, to be honest. I thought it distracted from what was actually going on. What I noticed was that the lawyer didn't seem to, I don't know, he didn't seem to be able to hold on to his emotions very well. I thought he was very poorly. I don't think he came across very well at all. Let me see. I mean, personally, I don't think he should have taken the call. And it's not just that he took the call; it was that he spoke to him, and he shouldn't have done that. You know, in my opinion, he shouldn't have spoken to him. He should have just put the phone down. Or, you know, I think Tragic phoned him first, and then the lawyer phoned Tragic back. But I just felt that the lawyer was very defensive. Let me see if I can find the right one for you. Was it a live or was it a video? That was 3 days ago. Let me see. I always find Tragic's videos quite hard to watch because he uses a lot of, like, I don't know, he over edits. Put it that way.
Oh, is it like with the lights and the
the loud music
blinking?
and everything.
Oh, it's loud music. Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know if I've ever even seen his
I don't want all that, do you know, when I'm oh, that's not it. Now, where's the puppet one? Who did the puppet one then? Was it Tragic that did the puppet? Or was it oh, what's her name? What's the name of the other channel? Oh God. Because I can't find it on Tragic's one. Hang on one sec, guys.
Okay.
He tried to hang on, I'm looking in there. It was a video.
Oh, Capone said it's tragic. It was a video. Video.
Oh, okay, let's see if I can find this now then. Come on. Right, and it was a video. Tragic. The stream they didn't want you to oh God. Ugh. He's got that horrible picture of HUSSY with his boobs out. Ugh. Disgusting. Oh, okay. Oh, Chef's around. Do you still follow him? He did a video about it. You don't?
Nope.
Oh, I can't find the blooming thing now. Keeping that same energy. Why can't I find it, guys? I can't find it. He said he made a phone call, wasn't it? Did he get...
Oh, Capone said maybe he deleted it.
Oh. Yeah, Chef reacted to it. I don't really want to put Chef on though. Yeah, maybe he... Yeah, I mean, it was weird because he... let me put phone call. Let's see. So what's that? When was that then? That was 2 days ago. Latest short. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. Oh, it's members only. And I'm not a member. So yeah, that's why I can't. Yeah. So anyway, I just felt that I just didn't think it was the right thing to do. I didn't think it was the right thing for the lawyer to do. I don't think, yeah. So yeah,
Was
I
he
would
a
be surprised if you want to see it, then just, you know, go and find it yourself. But I'm not a member, so I can't see it. But in all honesty, while he was playing the actual phone call, Tragic had this sort of puppet thing going on, which I felt detracted from it a bit because it was quite a serious thing. Oh, Capone's put something on there. I don't know if I can click on that. Let me see if I can get that. No. I don't know how to do that. How do I do that? No, I can't get it. So anyway, if anyone wants to see it, that's it there. So I'll leave it on the screen for a little while and then you can copy and paste it into your browser, and then hopefully it'll come up. But yeah, as I say, I didn't like the way Tragic did it. But I just feel this lawyer, I don't know, I felt not only did he act inappropriately, he didn't react professionally either. And it's not what I expect from a lawyer, that's all.
Okay.
And of course, the other thing is that, HUSSY now has asked Gigi to they're both of them are gonna be taking Tragic to court. So that's gonna be quite interesting. Yes, Capone says he doesn't seem professional, but like I said, he can't be dumb if he passed a New York bar. Yeah, one would assume so. Yeah, one would assume so, Capone. So yeah, and I see also that Hussy's riled Miss MFW up a bit as well. If you look at the bottom of the screen here, she's she's calling him all the names under the sun. So yeah, that's
Right.
thing. Hi, Fishy. How are you, darling? I hope you're well.
Yes.
Yeah, so there's that going on as well. What I find quite interesting about what's going on at the moment is that Hussey is seeking alliances from anywhere. um and he seems to have teamed up with Gigi. How that will go, I don't know.
Hmm.
So I just feel he was desperate to get in on yeah, I just feel, that he's just so desperate to get in anywhere now, and I don't think it's necessarily gonna be to his betterment, put it that way. Sometimes you're better doing things on your own, If it's something that you feel really strongly about, then just go it alone. I would, most definitely. Um, that must be when I started work because I wasn't reading the chat. You've got a list of your own. Yeah, everyone's coming up with these lists.
Yeah. Jan, do you have any? What's your list? Do you
I
have
haven't
one?
got one. I haven't got one. I must admit I haven't. No. Have you? Have you got one?
Of course. But no, I don't really have one.
I bet
I don't know. I could pull a couple of names out of my hat that I think would be at the top of your list.
Oh, hang on, let's see what I missed there about Capone getting herself blocked everywhere. Join the club, darling. You're blocked in Gigi's chat and pistachios and fedoras.
Wow.
I'm blocked everywhere, and quite honestly, I'm quite happy to be blocked because I don't, I'd rather not.
No, you're not, Jay, you're not blocked everywhere because Monty said that he unblocked everyone.
Oh, okay. Oh, is that the nice list though? There, random fish, or is that like people to avoid at all costs? Ah. Oh, you were a paying member. Oh no. It's quite interesting, this new thing that's come up though, guys, isn't it? It's quite interesting that people are sort of showing their sides and showing their allegiances to people um as if it's some kind of war. And
Yeah.
it's just so childish. It's I don't know. It just makes me laugh, really. I'm like, what's that? Ooh, Jan says, as if a troll is pending. I think we had one in earlier. I think I had a cheerleader in earlier. I think. Let me check.
Oh,
think
if the Jan trolls are listening, I request a Jan Caribbean views. Thank you.
Thanks, darling.
You're welcome.
Let's just say, because I know that Gaining Ground was going live. I was just talking about the oh God, he's got her with the marbles in her mouth on. I can't listen to that. You know that hillbilly one. Oh, oh God, shut up, woman.
Jan, I was gonna give Jill like a chance to this morning, and I had the worst luck. I popped in right when she was like singing a song or saying something crazy. I was like, "You gotta be kidding me!" I said, "Nope, nope, nope."
I know. I never go
Maybe
in
next
there.
week.
That's one that I just don't even bother with. I don't.
I don't know. There's something about her work ethic because she's always there consistently at like 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning, something like that. I don't know. It's respectable.
I'm not sure how I feel about this, Capone. You may or may not have been a Jan as well. I hope you were a nice Jan. Oh dear.
That's funny.
Oh God. Well, guys, is there anything else that you want to chat about? We've still got half an hour, so we could go if you want to, or fishy because
Yeah.
I
What
said I
about
like.
Jamal?
Oh, I've not watched them. What's
Yeah,
happening? What's the latest?
He's like 508 pounds today. He's like under 500 pounds. My booty. The
Say
man
that
is
again.
I said, okay, let me calm down. His latest video, he's like 508 pounds or something like that. And he's
Okay.
talking about he was his last challenge that he smashed, he was gonna be under 500 pounds. So how are
Oh.
you 508? It's frustrating. And this is the man that garlic bread is like, oh, he's a refreshing breath of fresh air because he's so authentic and blah blah blah. He's taking just like
No.
a crab. He's 500 plus pounds.
Oh
I'm sorry.
no. Oh God. Right, hang on. What's going on down here? Princess Kate. She's disappeared. Has she? Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but I don't really care. Sorry, but I don't.
She
I
had
couldn't give a
abdominal
monkey's.
surgery. Not at
Right.
all, not a little bit.
What's
Jan.
this? YOMAMA cannot stream because of a strike.
And
And
now
now he's
he is
paneling
paneling with
up
AL.
with AL.
Yesterday, Jessica, and today with NAL. Get out of here,
No,
Valley.
is he? Is he
Jan, you
on
want to
there
do some
now?
snooping? Jan, you want to snoop? You a
Yeah.
snooper?
Who's he with? Who's he with?
NAL is making and laughing.
Right, hang on. I've never been on her channel.
Oh,
Right, hang on. Let me
she's
find
an
this.
interesting character.
Is she?
She
Hasn't
is. I
he
like her.
spoken about her before?
He has. But the thing is, you can't cover her because she'll say the N word or she talks real raunchy about people's parents and sexual acts. It's not clean.
Right, well, she's live at the moment, but is he
Oh,
on there? Can somebody tell me if he's on there? I'm only going on if he's on there. I've seen her. Who is it that I've seen her? Oh, she's a bit weird, isn't she? The one that did the weird dancing in the car park.
I'm not sure.
So I don't think he's on there. She says the hard R. How does she get away with that then?
Because there's only like 10 people watching.
What's the link to that, Capone? Just tell me, because I've opened up another browser. Fisher had no idea. I guess someone who trolled her. I got blamed. What's that? So who striked her current live? Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's see what's going on. It's Drama Friday, so we're allowed. Okay. Naked and laughing, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. What's going on? She's not
Sorry, I'm a little
talking.
excited. Oh.
Why is she not talking? Oh, here we go.
Is this her bathroom?
Shut the fuck up.
Oh my God.
This looks like a public bathroom.
What is she doing?
I'm going as
It
fast as I
is.
possibly
This is
can.
like
I'm
a
so sorry
Walmart
that I'm a human
bathroom.
being. I apologize that I'm a
What?
human. Sorry.
Where's your mama?
I'll be out of your hair in a second.
Where's your mama?
I can even barely wash your hands with this shit.
These people.
I don't want to be a bother to nobody.
And there's 100 people watching this. What?
Oh, that's the Subway. Oh, it is the Walmart.
Oh.
Oh, they have to try to not
What? Oh, she's lost.
run it.
She's lost the service.
I still gotta go to Kroger. Fuck. Why did I do that first? I'm so stupid.
There's 100 people watching this, guys.
It's amazing.
Oh God.
So while you twerk, do.
Nah, I'm sorry, guys. I can't. I just can't. I just can't. That's not me. I can't.
Oh, you know what? I don't blame you.
No.
It takes real talent to make some of this stuff entertaining. Like Jessica Messica, and you have to give it to her. We were watching. I got distracted, but she started off with Skinny Queen. Anytime you can make that lady entertaining, that's talent.
Yeah, I just can't. I mean, there seems to be a lot of these people about that. You know, people react to. Like, I know Hannibal goes for people like this, doesn't he? And I just can't. You know, it's just not me. It's just no. It's just yuck. No, it's just not me at all. So who else have we got? We've got Gaining Ground, but he's just talking about the Belinda thing. What do you think about the Belinda and all that crap that's going on at the moment?
I don't really care.
No, I don't either. I really don't either. So, right, chat, anything else? What else have you got? I don't understand how people can watch things like that. Yeah, I mean, that's one thing, like when I did a couple of videos about Hannibal, I couldn't understand why he would react to certain types of people, but I guess they've got an audience. I mean, she's got like 106 people watching in there now. So
You know
there's
what?
100.
And I would have to say I'm one of them, because if I mean, I have to be honest, right? Because her and Cobra, if they became a couple or if they actually got to meet, I would be for it.
Really? I
Yeah,
obviously
that would
don't
be
know you.
amazing.
I obviously don't know you enough.
Jan, oh, I would love it.
It
It's
doesn't
like
matter.
the love is in the air. Oh, what if it happened for Valentine's Day, Jan? I'm so excited just thinking about it.
Oh my God. Oh, I've just seen Gia. Gia's got a wrench in there.
And Gigi?
Yeah, Gia. You know, Gia. He
Hmm,
normally comes in on Wednesdays. She comes in.
of course.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, oh, good for her. But yeah, no, it's just not my thing. Call me boring, call me whatever. I don't really care. Um, it's just not my
Jan,
thing.
as a
And I was,
creator, what do you put on the wrenches, or what do wrenches mean to you? Because to be honest, as a lurker, I didn't really put too much stock in a wrench, but it seems like it's kind of a big deal.
um, as a creator, I would only give people a wrench who I believed understood me, you know, and people who would sort of, you know, not take any nonsense from chat.
Okay.
Although I've always said that, you know, at the end of the day, it's my channel, and if I say I'll just leave that person, I'll deal with them, then, you know, then that's fair enough, I think. But I think if I had more people come in and I couldn't handle my chat, then I'd like to think that my mods would be able to handle it. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Without me. But because, you know, I don't get many people coming in, then I can see who's in and I can either respond to them or say to the mod, look, I can't be bothered with that person, just get rid of them, you know.
Right.
So
Okay.
that's how I look at it. So
I just think it's interesting because sometimes it seems like people look at being a mod as some kind of power thing, or I'm not even sure. It's just interesting.
yeah. I mean, I'm a mod in I used to be a mod in a few places, but now I'm just a mod in Bridges chat, and I think everybody runs their chat differently, and I
Mm-hmm.
think some people sort of have sort of private chats with their mods and perhaps become closer to their mods. I don't really do that. I tend to sort of um you know, I like to feel that if I've modded somebody, that, as I said, you know, I can trust them to do it properly, you know, just mod the chat really.
Right.
Um, Now I'm a mod in somebody's chat, in British chat, and then sometimes people come on that, you know, I don't like, and I know they don't like me, but because it's not my channel, then I don't really say anything to them. I leave that up to Bridge, you know, because I think as a mod, you should respect the creator and listen to what the creator says, you know. So if I had a problem with somebody while I was modding, say in Bridge's chat, then I would say to Bridge, you know, do you mind if I put this person in timeout? Or I'd just ignore it. The best thing really is to just ignore it. So that's what I
You
do.
know what? You know what, Jen? That just reminded me. I was playing around with trolling. I think I mentioned that on Wellness Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
And I was in this was outside of the girl world. I was just on TikTok, and I was in somebody's. Oh, it was this Nigerian man, and he was like, "If you're gonna date a Nigerian, then X, Y, and Z." Just being ridiculous. I was like, "This man can't be serious." And I asked him a question, and he was having none of it. He immediately blocked me.
Oh, really? Oh no!
You're gonna be so serious about being such like, but you because it's funny. It's like people become the character that they're playing or whatever, and it's
Yeah.
like they don't break for nothing.
I know it's silly. I think people sort of just, back in the day they used to say, get above their station, I think. And
Yeah.
if I suddenly had hundreds of people in my chat, then I think maybe I'd you know, feel a bit differently about, a mod's duties. But I think,
Mhm.
I do go in other chats where there are thousands of people in a live stream, and the mods tend to run the chat. Um, so I guess that's probably how I would do it, because at the end of the day, if you've got that many people in your chat, there's no way. Well, I couldn't. I'm not ambidextrous enough to be able to read the chat
No,
and
I
still
agree. Yeah,
have a
you really need slow
conversation.
mo. If you know
Yeah,
me, you know I hate slow mo. But when you have thousands of people, you just really can't keep up.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. Right, okay. I think we've come to the end of our drama, unless anyone else has got anything to quickly throw in the chat. I've got another video coming out I can't decide whether to put it out on Monday or on Sunday. It's another Peter Mon one. Uh,
Okay.
and I did do another therapist one if people want to have a look at that as well. Um, and I wish you all a good weekend. Have a nice weekend. Nice peaceful weekend. Are you up to anything, Edna? What are you up to this
Work
weekend?
working.
Oh, you
Taxation.
work at the weekend as well.
7 days a week. It was funny. Like we have minimums where we have to work so many hours a week. And I don't know what I expected, but in my mind I'm like I want to hit the maximum for the 401k contribution.
Mhm.
So, and also want to be able to purchase stock through like the employee purchase plan. So I'm just trying to maximize. Those are just the things I'm thinking about.
Oh, okay. Well, at least you keep warm. Um, am I team Sam and Yaba or team Belinda? Do you know? I'm not. I'm neither. I'm completely Switzerland in this, because I think there's wrong on both sides. I think, if I'm perfectly honest, I think they're all tarred with the same brush. So, and it's not that important to me, what they've got up to. I think they're all, a bit shady. They've all done things that perhaps they shouldn't have done, and they've all got things hanging over the other one, and yeah. So I'm neither.
Absolutely.
I'm Switzerland. You're the same, are you, Random Fish? I mean, the only reason why I haven't sort of added them, I think I did a little bit in last week's Drama Friday. But to be honest, it's just this little part of the YouTube is just saturated with it. And I'm just like, I can't, yeah, just not interested. Um, Even at inception, I saw both sides. Yeah, I think so. And I think, I think also with the Gigi and Tragic situation, I believe the same thing, really. I think they've both sort of been,
I forget why are they beefing because Tragic, the quote unquote straight man, was
yeah,
flirting with Gigi.
yeah, it's
Okay.
difficult because, to try and say it sort of simply, which I can never do because I'm a rambler, but to say it simply, I think that there was a time when they were speaking, and Gigi, and he has admitted to this, Gigi got quite fond of Tragic. And of course, Gigi, I don't want to say of course because he's gay, but I think Tragic sort of led him on a bit. That's what I believe. And so Gigi, you know, some of his DMs were flirtatious, and I think also
I
Tragic
think
were
people are
flirtatious as
fluid.
well.
And
Timing.
I don't know if he's 100%. People like, you know, people, especially men, they're like, I'm completely straight, and it's like maybe he's not. I
Well,
think
you know, I don't
Gigi
think.
caught his eye.
Yeah, you know, it's easy for us to say, and that's why I'm a bit sort of hesitant in the things I say. But from what I've seen and from what I understand, Tragic has got a bit of a reputation with flirting with gay men. Now, we could try and look deeply into it, but I mean, to be honest, it doesn't really matter.
Oh wait, Jan, I was warned not to talk too much about Tragic because he's part of the crew that likes to dox people and such, right?
Well, so they say, but then I've been called a doxer. So you can't see. I don't go along with all these rumors about people. I really don't. And maybe it's because
Okay.
I'm an oldie, but I get sick and tired of hearing all the rumors. I like to know. I like to know for myself, you know, and that's why I would never call somebody something unless I felt in my bones that that's what they were like. Um,
Mm.
one day I need Bridget to tell her tragic story. Yeah, I don't know what their story is. If Bridget wants to keep that private, then she can keep it private, but I'm not going to ask her, you know. It's none of my business really. I mean, I did chat with her once. I was on a panel with her, and she was supposedly, you know, she was friends with him at the time, and we joked about, you know, me being invited to the wedding. That's all I know about it. Okay. So yeah, I don't go along with rumors and you know, speculations of people, because you can sort of, you know, it can be hurtful if you sort of label somebody something and they're not. Uh
Right. That's why I
I,
can understand why some of these people would want to go so far as to um, sue someone.
yeah, I
Because
know.
when you think about, you know, being branded something socially, it could really matter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
big
know.
deal. Yeah.
So, as Capone says, she's been called a doxer and she's never doxed anyone before. I'm the same. I've never doxed anybody. I've got too much of a big mouth to dox people. You know, I've got a channel and I would come on and I would say it. You know, I'm not afraid to say anything. And you know that you get people out there accusing you of this, that, and the other, and you just get tired of sort of denying it really. But I think, you know, the situation with Tragic and Gigi, will it get to court? I don't know. I don't
Hmm.
know if it will. Um, it'll be interesting to see because neither of their noses are clean. That's what I would say.
Okay.
Uh, right, I don't care enough about anyone on here to dox them. Yeah, I couldn't be asked. Um, who did you supposedly dox? I supposedly doxed Fedora's dad. Don't,
Okay.
and he's not even alive. I supposedly doxed
J-
her father's obituary. That's it.
but Jan, did you hear about the rap beef with Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion?
No.
Nicki Minaj is out of pocket, 100%, right? and Nikki and Megan, her mom's passed away, and they're talking about the Barbs, which are Nicki Minaj's followers, are talking about doing things to her mom's gravesite.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's
Not to mention that
awful.
Megan, the thing is, Megan got one up on her because Nicki Minaj's husband is on a registry list for sexually assaulting a woman
Oh
or a
God.
girl at the time. Yeah.
Oh blimey.
So, and in California, I think where they live now, it's called Megan's Law that, you know, you have to be registered. Like the public is, you know, supposed to be aware when, you know, when people with certain
Yeah.
records or backgrounds are in the area. So that's what she, you know, put in her rap. But I mean, the thing is, that's what it is. You're Nicki Minaj. You could be with, you know, your pick a man, and this is who you choose. It's kind of
Oh
like Kaya with
God.
her man, right? It's like you can't, like, can you really be surprised, or can you really feel some kind of way when people say something about it? It should be. I would think it's expected.
God, that's horrendous. Nicki
Mhm.
Minaj isn't she a singer?
She's a rapper. I mean, maybe she sings a little bit, but I think she's more well known for being a rapper.
God, that's awful. See, I mean, it doesn't just happen in this little part of the YouTube. Happens in like, you
Mm-mm.
know, celebrity land.
She's like the reigning female rapper for like the last 10 years.
Yeah, I've heard of her. I've heard of her. Capone says she told everyone I doxed her. Then she tried to say she didn't tell people that. You know that people are crazy. I'm telling you,
They're crazy.
crazy. Yeah, hip hop. That's what I thought she was into. Yeah, and not that I'm into that.
Okay.
I asked
I
my
guess I kind of blur hip hop and rap, but they are separate genres.
yeah, they are. I mean, I quite like hip hop, but I don't like rap.
Okay.
Um,
Like Diane, you know how to make it hip hop.
mhm. I haven't got a clue what you're talking about, but you carry on, love. Oh,
This older
you
white lady.
you
She's
you just
wearing this
you just carry
oversized
on, love.
blue
They
jumper
do,
and
Capone.
these
People,
baggy black pants. And she's like, that's when you move like this. This is what makes the hip hop.
do you know what's a shame? Um, oh, you don't like R&B. I like R&B.
I
I
didn't
don't
like
like
R&B
rap.
for a long time.
Do you know what's a shame? That
What?
we can't talk more about um true crime. I know you don't watch it though, really, do you? But it's so fascinating, and it's a shame that we
Mhm.
couldn't have like a true crime evening, say maybe on a Wednesday, where I could show some of the videos and we could discuss it. That would be so good. But
Well, I'm not
YouTube is
anti
so
true
strict.
crime. It's just not what I do in my fun time typically. But if you wanted to talk about it, you know, I wouldn't. I'm not against it.
Well, there's a lot of high profile cases that I suppose we could do, but probably on Wellness Wednesday, I think.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, I mean, there's quite a few high profile cases out there, but I don't know whether anybody else will know anything. You know, anybody in
Oh, I
chat.
think lots of people are into true
Oh,
crime.
good. Random Fish likes it.
Mhm. I
All
remember
that.
people were in chat talking about it one time, and lots of people were into it. A couple of different chats.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's
Yeah, it's
interesting,
popular.
Capone. That's interesting. Yeah, I used to work closely with them. Actually, I used to work for victim support, we call it over here, and I used to work sort of with the police, and they would phone in with names of victims, and we would offer them support. Basically, that's what we did. So
Okay.
yeah, I worked with them for a while, but yeah, I love when you lost your vision. I couldn't do the job anymore. You've lost your vision.
Oh,
Oh, have you? Sorry to hear that, darling. So I think it's probably best to save that for a Wednesday. Do you, Edna? What do you
sure.
think? Just
Or
chat.
maybe like a Monday.
Yeah,
We need some balance to the week.
yeah, definitely. Oh,
Because
in one
maybe coming
eye.
off the craziness of the weekend, having something to look forward to on a Monday or a Tuesday would be nice.
Yeah, that's why I try and get a video out on a Monday, because I just think it's nice to have something else out there. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'd be happy. I don't mind. I can still put a video out, but I don't mind. It'd be quite nice to talk about it. But the problem is I don't know how much we'd be able to show of it. Like on what's that? Oh, don't mess with cats. What are you talking about? That what was his name? Luca.
Oh, like on Don't Mess with Cat. Gotcha.
Like Luca. What's his name? Luca
I have no
Magnata.
clue.
Luca Magnata.
Okay.
No, they don't show. I mean, the things that I've said, I would never show any cruelty to animals, or even of humans.
I was just saying, Jen, I think the cruelty is to the people.
Yes, the Canadian guy. The Canadian guy, yes.
Okay.
Luca. It's really weird. Ask me what I did yesterday and I can't remember, but I remember certain things. And that haunts me, that one. Oh, I hate it. There's
What
something
happened?
really weird about him, because
Hmm.
he tried to get on TV, didn't he? He tried to get on Big Brother or something. Um, but I didn't watch. So that film, Don't Mess with Cats, that was based on him, wasn't it? Am I right in saying that?
Hmm.
Maybe I'll check it out later. So you guys would be up for, say, what if we did like a true crime Monday or something? We should watch it together. The problem is I don't know what we can watch or not. Whether, they'll just strike my channel.
Well, could you watch it like a reaction where you just pause it and
Yeah, that's what I try and do. Let me see if I can find it up here. Right. So the true crime people I watch are quite big. So I don't really want to watch one of theirs. Like the one that I watch a lot is called Crime. Oh, what's it called? Oh, Law and Crime or something. And I watch, a lot of big true crimers. Murder Mondays. Oh yeah. It was
Ooh.
I didn't see the documentary. I tell you, hang on, let me put it. It was Luca, wasn't it? Was it Luca? Magna?
Hmm.
What are you making noises for?
I'm
Luca.
sorry.
Okay. Oh my God, they've got an interview of him. Oh no. Okay, let's see. Right, right, all right. Let me just share this with you. I always feel bad if I'm looking at something and I'm not sharing it. Feel a bit mean.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Right, this is him. This is him, right? Now he did an interview 5 years ago.
Oh,
Luca
wow.
Rocco Magnata. See, how can I remember that? Interview with
Has
a
he killed someone
psychopath.
or what has he done?
Oh, you don't want to know. He's horrible. I don't like him. I don't like him. It gives me the creeps. I don't
Okay,
know.
somebody type it in a nice way in chat, please.
Yeah. I'm going to be hopeless doing bloody murder and that. I know I'm going to be screaming. Yes, of course
Jen,
we have
see, this is
Netflix.
why I don't like it. Because I can't handle it for sure. It sounds like you can't handle it either. That's so funny.
Do people have Netflix? Do Brits have Net? Yes, of course. Of course we do. Let's watch. Let's watch. Hang on, I'll see if I.
Yeah.
What do you mean? How dare you, Capone? British people are strange.
Well, I
Right,
don't
hang
know.
on. Let's
Anybody that
see.
can come up with the Ford.
Right, now this is. I love him. I love him, Dr. Grande. I wonder if he'll mind if I watch him.
Wow.
Right, okay. It's probably safe to watch. Oh no, that's him there. He's horrible. I just don't like him.
Mm.
Right, okay. I'm sure Dr. Grande won't mind. Yeah, okay, let's try. All right, are we ready, guys?
All right.
Okay.
I'm holding on.
Are you sick of having issues with your webinars?
Dana.
Tons of
It's
time
Dana
on
again.
troubleshooting with attendees.
Good
If so,
thing with,
you need StreamYard on air. Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce the
All right, Dana.
What
All
could be
right.
happening in a situation like this? If you enjoy this video,
I
please
love
like it,
this guy.
subscribe to my channel, and consider supporting me on Patreon. I'll put the link to Patreon in the description for this video.
Right, let me just tell you, Dr. Todd Grande, he's now got over 1 million followers, subscribers.
I see 1.39
As you
million.
can see, I'm subscribed and I've clicked the button. I think he's just brilliant. And he quite often covers true crime. Okay. Now, what I like about him is he won't show any of the gore or anything like that. He'll just tell you the story. All right, we ready? Let's go.
So first I'll look at the background and the timeline of the crime. Those will be combined in this video. And then I'll look at the mental health and personality factors. So starting with the background and timeline, Luca Magnotta was born on July 24, 1982 in Canada, specifically Scarborough, Ontario. His name was Eric Newman at that point. He would change his name later on when he was 24. His parents were married just before he was born.
Right, I have to stop every so often though, because I don't want to be caught, you know. You just have to do that if you're, yeah. So, this is him. This is him. Okay. Do you know what it is? I think it's his eyes. There's just something about him that really haunts me.
That's a
Anyway.
smooth forehead.
I don't know what it is. I don't know.
His mother was 16 and his father was 17. His
Oh,
parents did not have a lot of money. Luca described his mother as having an obsession with cleanliness. She would make him and his siblings wash their hands until their skin was irritated. And she did not take well to his bedwetting behavior. So bedwetting, of course, one of those signs that's tied to psychopathy.
yeah. Did you know about that? That
Yeah.
if people, if kids wet the bed till it's quite late, it's quite often that, it's linked to psychopathy. Right. Yes, you've seen it. It's a bone structure. It's a bit scary, to be honest. And his eyebrows. Yeah. I don't know what it is, guys. What do you think, Edna? What is
All
it
of the
about that
above,
face
yeah.
that gives me the creeps?
I'm telling you, it's the forehead. It's just like smack right there.
Yeah. Do you think it's that?
That's
Dead
what it is for me.
eyes.
Something about that forehead. It's too much.
Dead eyes. Dead behind the eyes. Definitely. Right. Okay.
He described his mother as a horrible person and described his father as an alcoholic and said his father suffered from schizophrenia.
Right. What we're going to do, we're going to go forward because I don't want to, play the whole of it. Right. Okay. Let's go to here. Let's see.
Into applying for credit cards, and then he charged over $10,000 on those cards. He was convicted of 3 counts of fraud and 1 count of criminal impersonation in 2005. He served 16 days in jail, followed by 9 months of community service, After that, he was put on probation for 12 months.
It'll be interesting to see if Dr. Grande explains about him as a child, because what he used to do, and I think this is where it comes from, that film, he used to have a YouTube channel and he used to hurt animals on it. And there was one in particular
Oh,
where he used to hurt a cat or something
yeah.
like that. But I don't want to play too much of this. Hang on. Right, okay, let's try this.
So
That
became involved
is
in making adult.
scary.
What?
I was just saying that is scary. Somebody
Yeah.
who could do that to an animal.
Yeah, he did. He used to have, I'm sure he had like a YouTube channel that he used to, hurt cats on.
Movies. Lucas set up a number of fake social media accounts and websites. He started a rumor that he was dating a notorious murderer named Karla Homaka, only to go out of his way to deny this non-existent relationship, suggesting the rumor that he started was destroying his reputation.
Doesn't that sound like somebody we know?
Ooh.
Oh, these people online that make up all these lies and then say that somebody else has made them up. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
okay. Yeah, we get you. We get you.
In 2007, we see he files for bankruptcy. He said he was sick and had no job. In that same year, he auditions for a reality show called Cover Guy. In an interview, he tells the judges that some people say he's devastatingly good-looking. They reject him, but in February 2008, he comes before judges for a reality show and tells them how he had hair transplants, his nose done, and how he wanted to get muscle implants in his arms.
Yeah, he does look older there, doesn't he, Capone? I thought that. He does.
I don't think it's worth it to get too much work done. I don't know. I think it's better just to be natural and a little bit ugly than to be overdone.
Yeah, I know. I know. Right, let's move up until he gets into it. I don't want
Great
my
writing needs more
emails
than a
up.
grammar tool. Pro Writing Aid's got you covered. It strengthens the impact of your writing as well.
He is arrested the next day in Berlin. He was at an internet cafe looking at stories comparing the Google Street View to one of the pictures Luca had posted. In Toronto, the Toronto police start an official investigation.
Okay.
In December, he posts one where he ends the lives of 2 kittens. The videos are quickly taken down, but not before a number of people start trying to identify Luca, eventually organizing into a Facebook group with over 4,000 members. In 2011, a more focused group of people formed to investigate Luca. Eventually, they're able to figure out that he was likely in Toronto. The Toronto police start an official investigation. At the end of this year, Luca posts more videos of the same nature. That same year, he also threatened a newspaper in London who published a story about the killer. In 2012, the online sleuths figured out that Luca may be in Montreal.
You think this is bad? You should see some of the stories I cover. Anyway, he jumps forward and he shows him getting arrested very early on. Now, what actually happens is, right, let me get out of here for a minute. What actually happens is I think he's gay or he's bi. Okay. So he goes to a bar and meets this guy and takes him back to his place. Hang on, I'm going to see if I can find it. I'm not going to show it all, but. And he meets this guy, takes him back to his flat and kills him. And yeah, chops him. Does he chop him up? I can't remember. But yeah, so that's what they're looking for him for. Oh, there was a Netflix video. Yeah. I think I've watched it. He's awful. Ugh, horrible. Anyway, I don't know why I'm laughing. Yeah, I don't know why I'm laughing. So anyway, they catch him. They catch him in Berlin, of all places. But hang on, horrific crimes 3 weeks ago. Yeah, he murdered a 23-year-old undergraduate of Concord University who'd come to Canada for a fresh start. Oh god, that's a bit gory. But yeah, it is just horrible. It's horrible. And I've realised I'm hopeless at telling stories. I'm just bloody awful because I start screaming and things like that. But anyway, let me just show you this. This is him talking now. Okay. Yes, Bridge. Yeah, do you know
Bridge.
him? Oh God, he's ghastly.
How did the cat come in? Because he started with cat.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, look. Luca
Yeah.
McNota. Don't F with Cats antagonist could see early release. No. Don't tell me you could see early release.
Ugh. I don't know how anybody could have the stomach to do anything like that.
Oh, he's just, yeah, the cat killer. I told you, did you not listen? Yeah, so, right, it says.
Jim, my brain can't comprehend doing such things. I love
Right,
cats. What are you
okay,
talking
right,
about?
watch this then. Watch this then.
Oh.
Ask for it now. Ask for it. Right, okay.
And people would tell me, oh, stop running, and I just kept doing it basically.
As a man sucks the air out with a vacuum, inside that suitcase, the forensic officer found the torso of a man. Known as one of Canada's most prolific criminals, he will go down in history as one of the most disturbing individuals to ever walk this earth.
Oh, just gives me
On
the
July
creeps.
24th, 1982, Luca Rocco Magnotta was born Eric Clinton Kirk Newman in Scarborough, Ontario, Canada. It's a seedy district of Toronto, and the same area that the notorious Ken and Barbie killers Paul Bernardo and Carla Homolka lived when they
Oh, do you know them as well? I know them as well.
No.
Yeah, see, yeah. I watch a lot of true crime. Oh, I was just saying that, Bridge. He haunts me. There's something about him. He really haunts me. Before the Netflix show came out, it scared me. I know. There's something about him that's really scary. Right, let's move on. Okay. Now, this
You know
is
what?
him,
I'll get
right?
in a little bit here and there. Oh, sorry.
He
Go ahead.
says that he's a model, right?
on MySpace under the name Vladimir Romanov, saying his mother was extremely manipulative and had him in diapers until the age of 7. The blogs also claimed he was harmed by a male relative and used money he made as a prostitute to take his mother on lavish vacations. Growing up, Luca thought he was better than everyone else, delusionally creating alter egos and separate lives for his own entertainment. When his parents divorced, he moved in with his grandparents, Phyllis and Walter Yorkin, in Lindsay, Ontario, and began studying at a regular high school, but was constantly bullied and beaten up by the other kids.
Yeah, you find that a lot, though. You find a lot of psychopaths are bullied as kids, and it's when they get older that they take it out on anyone. Yes, so you know about them as well, Random Fish. Yeah. They were both weird, though. And what I can't understand is how two evil people find each other. How does that happen?
They're like magnets.
What?
They're like magnets.
Yeah.
They're attracted to each other.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when you have that energy. You ever meet somebody and it's like it's energetic. You're just vibing off of each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it's like that, but just in a creepy color kind of way.
Yeah. Right, hang on 1 second. What's this bit here? I don't want to show any
Luca
horrible...
Magnotta. Ironically, Luca was so obsessed with his own attempt at fame that he was giving himself to the internet sleuths. As Deanna and John began Googling Luca, they were shocked to see the excessive amount of accounts related to him and all the rumors and accolades that people were writing. The pair created a Facebook subgroup called Luca Intel with a few of the level-headed members who they trusted and began sharing the information they found on Luca. That same video of Luca auditioning for the Cover Guy reality TV show led the group members to discover the show was based in Canada. Plus, they began noticing the photos were highly photoshopped, and the supposed online fans were all saying the same things about him. It became...
That's weird, because I didn't know anything about this. Did you know anything about this bridge or Random Fish? Did you know that there were people actually looking for him? I didn't know that. Right.
John found a photo of Luca on a condo balcony near an intersection with a gas station in the background. He began to cross-reference all the Petro-Canada gas stations in the area and discovered that there were thousands.
Oh.
However, he recalled a post that Luca made where he was complaining that paparazzi were trying to take his photo while at his condo in Etobicoke. He then cross-referenced Petro-Canada gas stations in Etobicoke and realized that there were only 6. And through Google Maps, he found the location of the photo.
Do you know, I didn't know that. I'm not sure if I've seen the Netflix. I've watched it all on YouTube about him. So I don't think I've actually... Yeah, I didn't know online people were looking for him. Why were they looking for him? Because they found out he was the cat killer, I suppose. People are very nuts, Capone. Telling you.
Yeah.
Hang on. The cat killer that dismembered humans for pleasure. He only killed one guy, though, didn't he?
At this point, he contacted Toronto police, who went to the residence to inquire about Luca, only to have someone tell him that, yes, he used to live here, but he had since moved to Russia. A few weeks went by as the leads died out and the group was unsure what to tell. A video...
Hey, what have you learned on guitar in the last month? I
Oh,
haven't
you
really
need to
had
shave your
time to
beard,
learn
man.
anything new, so I've just been playing the same.
That's
A video
all.
was uploaded to the internet titled One Lunatic, One Ice Pick, which depicted 10 minutes of an individual having his life brutally ended with an ice pick and a knife. Then the...
Oh yes, when he killed that man, he took a video of it, didn't he? I forgot about that. Yeah. So, you sure you want to do this, Edna?
Absolutely not. This is so disturbing.
Oh my God. Yeah,
No,
when he
go
killed
ahead.
the guy, when he killed the guy, because he used to put everything he did online. I won't play anymore. He used to put
Oh my
everything
goodness.
he did online. So when he killed this poor guy, he put it online. But I
You know
can't
what,
remember.
Jen? I was what
Oh, this is
I
him
was
when he
watching.
takes the body down to the bin. Hang on, there, I remember this bit. Hang on.
the back by the garbage area. The detective began sifting through the videotapes and discovered an individual who visited the trash bins over 20 times in one night.
That was him.
Not only that, but the t-shirt he was wearing was found in the bags as well. Investigators quickly identified the individual in the apartment building security tapes as Luca, and an international manhunt was underway to find him. At the same time that this investigation...
Oh, Capone! Ah, I don't know why I'm laughing. I don't know why I'm laughing. That's disgusting. Perhaps I am psychotic. I'm just laughing at what you said.
I can't even remember what I was gonna
It was
say. Oh my
awful,
goodness.
though. It was awful. And the thing is, the guy came from China or somewhere like that, and there was pictures of, you know, when he came, when the parents came looking for their son, And yeah, they were heartbroken. Absolutely heartbroken.
So sad.
This right here, you see him. I'm not showing you anymore, right? But here, that's him. That's the guy, right?
Aww.
Okay, right. Okay, who's Keith? I think I'm gonna have to ban Capone on a Monday. If we do Murder Monday.
Oh my goodness, Murder Monday.
I'm gonna have to ban Capone because we have to take this seriously. There'll be no laughing. It's not funny when people are
disrespectful to the people, guys.
Yeah, stop it. Anyway, this was the poor boy or the poor guy that was
Lin Jun without talking about his murder. The murder has robbed us not only of Lin Jun, but our ability to think and talk about him without feeling pain and shame. Luca did not testify during the trial, nor did he apologize at any time to Jun's family. Although his lawyers were convinced he was in psychosis when he ended Jun's life, they were relieved to know he was in a place where he couldn't hurt anyone anymore.
He was in psychosis all his life. Who are they trying to kid?
Yeah.
God. Anyway, so have a nice sleep today. Have a good sleep. Oh my God. Sleep well, everyone.
I need to go watch something funny or need a warm drink or something to help keep the nightmares. I need a dream catcher.
Capone, dream of cats. That's not even funny. I'm worried about myself. Why am I laughing? This guy, seriously, you know, I watch a hell of a lot of crime. Too much for my own good. And but this guy, there's something about him. He scares the living bejesus out of me.
I'm a little concerned.
Yeah, there's just something really ick about him. There's another story, and I can't tell you now because it's just so gross. But yeah,
Jen, you using the word ick. Oh my goodness, I can't stand. I'm become old because I can't stand kids in the new lingo.
Ick? I didn't say ick.
Yes. What did you say?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought you said
you've got a really good habit of killing the conversation dead. Anyone told you that before?
I'm gonna zip it. But I could have sworn you said, "Oh, he has a really big ick." And I'm just like, ugh, ick is an ick.
What? I think it's time we went. We're becoming delirious. Ick is new lingo. No, it isn't. It's old lingo. I know what ick means because I've watched Love Island and people say it on there. Somebody gives them the ick. It means that like they're really yuck.
Yeah, that's what it means. But I guess it's coming back around.
Why am I laughing? I would say don't go home with strangers, but then there are people married to serial killers. That is so true. That is so true. Although they say, I don't know what the statistics are, but they do say that you're more likely to be killed by somebody you know than somebody you don't know. What do you mean, of course? There's people that get attacked just walking down the street. Yeah.
I feel like that's very rare. I feel like most of the time it's
anyone
somebody who knows you or you know them.
I think I've become delirious. I'm sorry, guys. Spree killers? I've never heard of what's spree killers? You mean serial killers?
Spree.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe spontaneous.
No, spree isn't spontaneous. Spree.
Break out the dictionary.
Spree. Do you know the river that runs through Berlin is called the River Spree?
Hmm.
Ah,
I think
I've become
people
delirious. I
are
should
asking
go.
for another what do you call it? Trivia night.
Trivia night. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
true crime night might be it might give us an even worse name than we've already got. Because we'll be laughing I'll be laughing, but I don't think it's funny. No, spree. Spur of the moment. No, it's not. If you go on a shopping, come on. If you listen, if I say I'm going on a shopping spree, that doesn't mean that I'm gone on the spur of the moment. It means I'm going on a shopping. I'm going to spend and spend and spend. What are you
Okay,
talking about?
listen. So Merriam-Webster says a spree is an unrestrained indulgence in
Thank
or
you.
outburst of an activity, a buying spree.
Thank you. Thank you. It's you Americans thinking you can teach me how to speak my own language. Stop it. A shopping spree is when you go mad. Like, I'm going shopping, I'm going to spend and spend and spend.
Yeah,
Right,
it's
spree or
the
more pills.
volume, the
No.
amount.
No, I don't know where you got that from, Capone. That's not right, darling. That's a serial killer. To be a serial killer, you have to have killed 3 people. 3 different people. Huh?
You can't kill the same person.
Kill the same person, no.
3 different people. They have to be different.
I don't think we're going to be able to do this. Oh, it's not funny. Stop laughing.
Jen, you're the one talking about true crime. Murder Monday.
I thought it'd be quite good, but I've realised it's not going to be very good because
with all these crazies. I'm dead.
Oh, I tell you, there's some right old crazy people out there, really crazy. And shut up, Capone. I still need to check that out. I need to Google it. All right. You all right there, love? You all right, Edna? We're not going to lose her for another 3 months and find her in bloody Hussy's chat again, are we? And have to drag her back by her hair, drag her back by your braids. How dare you?
I was trying not to cough. Speaking of Hussy, when he's like coughing, he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
Yeah, you do realise because of what you did, I'm being classed as some sort of, I bully you to come on with me.
Well, I mean, no. That's what's so funny.
You only come on. You only come on because you're so scared of me, Edna. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I hold her hostage, even though she's over in bloody Missouri. Yeah, I will. I do. I grab her, and apparently you didn't even know this. Apparently, I was stalking you, big time. I don't know how I can stalk you when nobody knew where the hell you were, but now I was stalking you and made you come.
Oh my goodness! Did you?
No.
You know what's funny though is there's people who think that they know.
I know.
Like when I look, and I'm like I don't know. It's so funny because it shouldn't matter. Like I am a lurker. It's like I'm not even. Like people put so much energy into Even the side characters in Girl World is fascinating. It's so funny to me.
It's just hilarious. It is. I mean, when
Yeah.
I hear things, it's like, and the funniest thing is they all believe it. Do they
Yeah.
believe it?
Well, I look at Foodie. It's like this woman is she thinks it's the cutest thing ever that she is just bedbound. She's in so much pain because she's eating herself into laying down in the bed all day. It's like, are you kidding me? It's so sad. And it's like, girl, you are, this was Life by Jen. It's like, so what are we looking at? Like 4 to 6 months? It's terrifying.
I know. I'm incapable. See, Capone's like me, incapable of being in a chat and not speaking. I'm exactly the same. But then I normally find out they can't see what I've written because I'm blocked anyway. So it doesn't really matter. Oh dear. But yeah, if I get blocked somewhere, I don't go back. I'm the same. I mean, I try and speak, and then if I don't, I'm all right. Well, you're not that important, love. I'll go and watch Luca.
Oh goodness.
Or some other
when people
animal.
are so sensitive, it takes the fun out of it because it's like you gotta be able to joke around a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, it's like, you know, people. I mean, I just have to say, Hussy seems to think I'm what's he say? I'm obsessed with him.
Yeah.
Listen, I've got to my age, right? I've got to my age. I've got 4 kids, 4 grandkids, and I'm obsessed with some ogre in New York. Did he not hear himself speak? Why would I be obsessed with that?
It's funny,
Oh
yeah.
my God. It just
you know what though, when he's talking about it, it does seem like, I don't know if the word obsession is what I would use, but it's a hyper focus to an extent.
What is?
Just, I don't know, like you talking about Hussy, because I don't want to say like an obsession, but it's like if you continue to talk about somebody that you don't like, it's like, what is it? What do you call it? It's like you love to hate them.
Can't it just be a dislike? I mean, I talk about I talk about true crime. It doesn't mean to say that I'm going to go out and you know and commit it, or you know I'm obsessed with it. I think people throw the word obsession around a bit too flippantly.
Okay.
I can honestly say I'm just trying to think of anything I'm obsessed with. What am I obsessed with? I don't know. Obsession is a very sort of strong word. It's a very strong emotion. It means that you obsess over something. I don't. I can tell you, I do not obsess over anyone.
I think there's just too much variety in the world to get obsessed over one thing. It's like, you might be a little disappointed, or you might be like into something, but if it turns you off, there's something else, you know.
Yeah. It just kills me. It just makes me laugh. Yeah, like people, like Bridge says, yeah, like people talk bad about me, but think I watch their lives. I'm like, no, yeah, I'm the same. I'm the same. And then you sort of hear somebody say, oh well, he was telling you to do this and he was telling you to do that. Oh well, when was that? Was that like when I was out with my son, or was that when I was out with my daughter today? I mean, what's it? It's like, you know, come on, my life doesn't revolve around YouTube. I mean, I do more on it lately because I'm enjoying it and I like doing videos and that. But I mean, to say that you're obsessed with another creator to me is like mad. It just makes me laugh. Hello, Ollie. How are you, sweetheart? Ollie's followed me for years from my
Hello, Ollie.
back in the day. Very gifted young man he is. Oh, Ollie, I hope you're well, darling. Lovely to see you. Yeah, so no, it just makes me laugh when people come out with things and then they've got this whole crowd of people behind them saying, uh, behind me saying, or behind them saying, yeah, too right, I agree. Oh, okay. Someone doesn't like Katie. I like Katie. I like her. She makes me laugh. I think she's funny. I've introduced her on here, Ollie. So you can't talk ill of Katie here. All right. Now, I know you're quite political, so I can understand if you don't like Katie. Let's just leave it like that. But I don't like her for her political views at all. I just like her as a woman who's been through an awful lot and is a survivor. That's why I like Katie. Ollie's very bright and Ollie's quite political, if I'm right in saying. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm glad you're doing well, darling. I maybe get obsessed with something for 2 days and then it's over. Not people, though. Exactly. I don't think I've ever been obsessed with anybody. I love my family. Am I obsessed with them? No. But yeah, no, it just makes me laugh the way people throw out these these falsehoods and then everybody else agrees with them. Right, is Katie what? Is Katie worse than Chelsea Lee Arts or Elphaba from TikTok? Is she more famous? I don't know. I don't know any of those people. I don't know Lee Arts and I don't know Elphaba.
You know what?
Oh, here we go. Yeah. Okay. All right, darling. Well, you have your beliefs. You have your beliefs, darling. I haven't seen everything she said. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. No, I don't believe that. You know, one of her daughters is autistic, Ollie. That's a fact. So yeah, I don't believe that. Can't always believe what people say. I love talking to dogs and kissing their foreheads. Okay. I like sniffing their ears. Really? What, dogs? Okay. All right. You won't like my next Peter Mom video because I do bring up his dog in it. Shouldn't really say that. I can link you. Yeah, okay, darling. Okay. I'll send you the video of her saying it. All right. Listen, as I said, I don't agree with everything she said. Absolutely not. But then I also don't agree with how poorly she's been treated by by the British people and the people in power. I just don't agree with that. Okay. Oh, those are train wrecks. Train wreck Brits on TikTok. But it sounds like Katie came up more mainstream. Yes. She is very mainstream and she's gone through an awful lot. Yeah, I know, he's not great. Anyway, listen, it's 2.5 hours. Will you let me go, please, Edna?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay. Guys, we might sort something out for Monday. We'll see. I'll have a think about it. And Anyway, thanks for coming on, Edna. It was lovely seeing you and chatting with
Thanks
you.
for having me. Thank you, Chet. Bye.
And you guys have a fabulous weekend. Stay safe, stay warm. Because it's a rotten old world, guys. So you take care of yourselves. Bye-bye for now.